Hey everybody, this is Raymond Camden, and I am sharing what I hope is a helpful, interesting tip for you. Not necessarily something new. This is something that's been around for a while, but it saved my butt like twice in the past couple of weeks. So I thought I need to share something about this on my channel. So, what I'm talking about is the Postman Echo service. Now, I have used Postman for quite some time. It's a real handy tool for testing APIs and such. The Postman Echo service is basically an API that echoes back what you send to it. So, this could be really useful when you're working with an API and you think you're sending the right information, but the API keeps throwing errors. You can just change your code to point to the Postman Echo endpoints. And I have the documentation on screen here so you can see. But you can just change your code to hit that, and you get echoed back what you're sending. Let's look at some code examples of this. All right, so I have a simple object with a couple key value pairs, a bit of randomness in there, and I am going to hit the post endpoint. Postman Echo supports post, get, and more, and I'm just sending a JSON version of that data. So this should not be too terribly surprising, but I'll show you what the result is like. So if we scroll up here, we could see that's the data that I sent. And here's all the headers that I sent to it go back to me, which could be really useful. As another example, instead of just like a raw JSON body, I could instead perhaps do a form field. And you can see I have content two there. Maybe make that content type. Let me save that. All right, let me run this. So if I run this, I should see more of a traditional form post. So we see that, yeah, there is the form data, etc. Now, the reason I had content type 2 in there, I was doing some testing earlier. Fetch actually will do a great job of setting content type for you. And I wanted to confirm that. So I set that to 2. I run it again and look at the headers echoed back. And I see fetch correctly put in the right content type in there. So I don't need this line of code at all. Useful. All right. Now, as to where Postman Echo really helped me, I was working with some APIs that involved file uploads, and I've always kind of struggled in that area. I found some existing code of my own that I had used in the past where I used a stream in Node.js and I got the content type, the file size, and all that, and I posted it. And I took this code, hit the new API, and it wasn't working at all. And when I switched to Postman Echo, I saw there were no files echoed back. So I was definitely doing something wrong. Did some mucking around and stuff and realized I should probably use form data instead. And you can see I'm using that in the example here. And I'm using the file system open as blob to add this as a form field along with a name and array value as well. And I tried this. And now when I run that particular example, I see that I get a bunch of stuff sent. So the file was properly, let me scroll back. The file was properly sent along with my form data. Where are you? Way down there. And yeah, so this this really helped me because it was much quicker to test against the Echo service and see what was coming back. And it again just saved my butt. Totally free service, part of Postman. Check it out. Let me know what you think by leaving me a comment below. Thank you.